let's shift a little bit to what's going on right now in AEW.
Yeah, somebody's angry.
Obviously, so so CM Punk had a press conference a couple of weeks ago after he beat John Moxley for the AEW World Championship, where he goes in on Colt Cabana. Colt Cabana and him were really good friends back in WWE. When he did his whole promo, where he did the mic drop, the pipe bomb, where he goes, "Hey, Colt Cabana, how are you doing?" When he talks about the disgusting parts about WWE and everything, they became friends. Then they hated each other. Colt Cabana sued him. Now they're, I don't know. Somebody asked him about it, and he went off on it. Well, according to multiple sources, CM Punk went back to his locker room, and he talked crap about the Elite. So the Elite is the Young Bucks, which is a really good tag team. They're one of the best tag teams in the world, and it's Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega is one of the best wrestlers also in the world. So basically, CM Punk goes back to his locker room. Elite hears what he says. They jump and go to his locker. They start pounding the door. They knock the door down. A huge brawl goes out where I think somebody hit Matt Jackson, who's a part of the Young Bucks, with an actual chair and knocked him out. Like there was a bunch of cops had to be pulled in. I guess Tony Khan was still in the press conference. Wow. Somebody tells him something in his ear and he goes, "Wait, what?" And obviously right now there's a huge investigation. Tony Khan has relinquished the CM Punk from the AEW championship. The Young Bucks have been the tag team championships have been taken off of them. So right now they're investigating all parties involved. They're talking about termination of contracts and suspensions. There is a possibility that we will no longer see CM Punk in professional wrestling with AEW because of what happened. There's talks about the Young Bucks and about Kenny Omega as well getting their contracts terminated. That's 5 of your biggest stars. That's 4 of your biggest stars in your company. So, Gilbert, there's a silver lining, though.
I was gonna say, I think I know where you're going with this.
There's an individual out there who wants 3 out of the 4. He doesn't want the broken down old man who just complains and complains and complains. He wants the other 3. There's talks that Triple H is gearing up.
I'll take on something else with this.
No. There's talks that Triple H is gearing up, and if Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks, if their contracts are taken away, he wants all 3 of them. He would offer them big time WWE contracts. He'd bring them over. They're talking about a match, and if it would happen, they want John Cena versus Kenny Omega at one point. That is what they want.
WrestleMania.
That would be a big time match. It's been a match that's been talked about for years. They want the Young Bucks versus the Usos, the Young Bucks versus the Street Profits. They want the Usos against the New Day. So I'm sorry, Mr. Microphone. So there's a lot going on right now with that. There's a lot of drama. There's a lot of beef. Who knows what's going to happen? But as of right now, Triple H is looking at AEW. And remember, Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks are really good friends with Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes already made the jump and is reportedly very happy with the moves that Triple H has made. I know Cody Rhodes is injured right now, but he's loved everything that Triple H has done with WWE. He could pull those guys. Remember, those guys started that company with Cody Rhodes. He could pull them into WWE. And then your boy, MJF, has been going off recently at AEW. He's been saying he's one of the youngest wrestlers right now in WWE, but he's one of the hottest wrestlers because of his promo. He actually took a Josh Allen jersey and wiped his butt with it and said, "Josh Allen sucks" in Buffalo. So it was hilarious to see him say that.
And then he took credit for Josh Allen going off on the Rams.
Exactly. He said he motivated him. So there's talks that MJF, his contract expires in 2024, January. They're expecting that WWE might have a contract already ready, signed, sealed, and delivered before that one expires. So, man, AEW, I know you're a brand new baby, but they could be tanking pretty soon if they're not careful. So we'll see what happens with Tony Khan and AEW, but things are not looking good right now for them. And like I said, this could be the last time we see CM Punk in professional wrestling. I'd be very surprised if WWE went for him, just because he has not been a great addition to the locker room in AEW. There's been a lot made about him and how he doesn't want to lose certain matches. He's been trash talking the younger talent. So it's like, why even bring him in? So it's gonna be interesting, Gilbert, what happens next.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, now I'm starting to think maybe CM Punk was always a problem in WWE. Like, maybe he just got too big headed and he's just not following the rules, or he doesn't want any structure, and maybe they clash that way, Triple H and the McMahon. So now I'm starting to think, oh, okay, maybe something going on here.
Now people are opening their eyes up to it, because I was one of the ones, and I told Daniel, yeah, CM Punk is cool. There's something about him though, because he was complaining. He wanted it to be The Rock versus John Cena versus CM Punk at WrestleMania. Nobody wanted that. Everybody wanted The Rock versus John Cena, a rematch. So CM Punk has just always complained. He got one of the hottest title runs in WWE history. He had over, I think, almost 450 to not 500 days with the championship, and he still managed to complain. So it's crazy.
That's part of the gig, CM Punk. Sometimes you're gonna be hot and you're gonna go cool off, and they'll bring you back up again. Like, he didn't want to go through the waves, and I don't know what the heck is going on with AEW, because yeah, his name, him joining that roster, helped that company reach another level. But now it feels like he's helping tearing it down. Like, once Cody Rhodes left, it was all you, man. You got to help this company rise up, and now he's keep
the
going.
Boost went like this. There was a boost. But then when Triple H was announced, it just everything shifted.
But it doesn't help when CM Punk is picking fights with the roster AEW. Like, it should be this could be a moment where, like, they go, it was WCW versus WWF Attitude Era. Our roster is better than yours, and I'm going to be the front and center guy. CM Punk, the best in the world. He has not done that. He's starting problems, and if I'm Triple H, I don't want that. That kind of toxic person over there. Yeah, you go after the other guys, and then now imagine with MJF for now. The way you told me it was 2024, this was like an NBA superstar when you're waiting for that contract to expire, when he has like 3 years left, and you're already trying to maneuver the moves to get him on. You fix the salary cap, you get all the people out, you got the trade ready or whatever. And I thought you were going to go a different direction, because when you said these guys might leave, more money for MJF, you got to throw everything at him. If you're Tony Khan, friend of the show, by the way, he came on the show, Super Bowl Raider. We got to get him back on. I like his pressers. But I think my eyes are more WWE, but I am enjoying AEW, and it's kind of a little shaming that it's kind of falling apart right now so quickly. Hopefully they stay and they keep it intact.
And the thing is that they give so much freedom to the wrestlers that MJF really is going out there and naming the King of Kings, Triple H. Like, he's naming these guys straight up, and the fans are booing him because they hate that he's naming them. But that's what MJF is going to do. I mean, I heard he's already turned down one contract. I don't know if it's true or not. I mean, you just see reports all the time, but yeah, so it's going to be interesting, something to monitor.